Hey guys, it is Kerri. Welcome or welcome back. Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday, April the 6th, 2025. It is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I wanted to hop on, first of all, to say hello. And I am so happy to be back. I have missed y'all. I've been MIA for a while. Just busy. Life is busy. But I also was very, very sick last week. I ended up with food poisoning. And oh my gosh. I've had like stomach bugs and like stomach viruses before, and those are the pits. But I think this is the first time I've ever had like legit for real food poisoning. And I know exactly where it came from. So needless to say, I will not be going back there. Oh, y'all, that is the sickest I think I have ever been. It was awful. And I was thinking, oh, it's just going to be, like a regular little stomach bug, like 24, 48 hours. Oh, no. I was down and out for 7 days, a full week. And it took forever, for me to get my strength back. It was awful, awful, awful. So anyone out there who's ever suffered from food poisoning, you have my sympathy. I know exactly how you feel. It is not fun. So I am better. Praise Jesus. So that's kind of where I was last week. And it's been a while, so I have missed y'all. I'm behind on videos. I feel like that's just the story of my life. But I'm here today because I have some empties for you guys. There's a lot in here. So this is kind of like a combination of many, many weeks. Lots of stuff in here. Obviously, there's wax. There's candles. Some room spray, a hand soap, not sure if there's any body care. And then there's stuff in here from my coffee melting basket. A few weeks ago, back before I got sick, I did originally it was going to be 1 week, but I loved it so much that I extended it into 2 weeks of nothing but coffee. In fact, that melting basket video is here on my channel if you'd like to check it out. So the stuff that I did during those coffee melting weeks is also in here. So this is, it's just a bunch of everything. So I just thought I had the time, the house is quiet. I was just going to hop on and just do one video and just show you a little bit of everything. So without further ado, let's get started. I am honestly just going to start with wax because I feel like that's what I have the most of in here. And speaking of wax, I have not participated in a melting challenge in a very, very long time. And the one that I usually do is the one that is put out by Patricia Gates. I love what she puts out. I love her prompts. They're just so fun. And so I am going to start back up with the melting challenge today, actually. And hopefully I can, participate and have fun with that for the month of April. So in the next round of empties, you'll probably be seeing a lot of things that I'll be doing as part of that melting challenge. But for now, this is just random stuff. So, okay, let's begin right here. This was part of my coffee week. This was from Jim's Daughter Crafts. It was a 2-pack of coffee beans. Actually, this came from her coffee sampler. This is Central Perk, a blend of fresh brewed coffee and Old Town Bake Shop. And I've had this from Jim's Daughter before, and it is so yummy. It is so yummy. It's exactly how I like my coffee scents. I mean, it's exactly how I like to drink my coffee. Sweet, with cream and sugar. Yeah, this one was really, really good. And her little coffee beans, not sure of the ounces, but 1 coffee bean was a perfect amount for a warmer. So I got 2 melts out of that. That was great. Here's another one from my coffee week. This was from Birdie's Making Sense. It was a nice size, I'm not sure what Bridget calls them, but I'm going to call them like a breakaway bar. This was They See Me Rollin', cinnamon buns, sugar milk, and coffee bean. The thing about sugar milk is there are some vendors that have a sugar milk that I do not care for. It kind of comes off a little bit sour to me, but not this one. Bridget's, oh, so good. Yeah, this was amazing. I got the cinnamon buns. I got like a creaminess and then a little bit of coffee. The coffee was there. I could definitely smell it, detect it, but it didn't like take over this entire blend. This was really, really yummy. Very, very strong. Here is another one from my coffee week. Also from Bridget at Birdie's Making Sense. This I have had for a while. The pour date on here was September 20th of 2023. This was a huge souffle and it had like a big coffee mug embed. It was the cutest. I'm so sad this one is gone. This was called He's Just Not Into Brew, which was dark roast, creme brulee, and crusty bread. And I know what you're thinking, crusty bread? Okay, like with coffee, that just doesn't sound good. This one, I liked this one on cold. I loved it even more on warm. Oh, this was delish. Delish. I'm not even sure what that crusty bread brought to this, but it brought something. It was like just yummy bakery, coffee. It was delish. Maybe it was the creme brulee. I don't know. There was something in here that just made it extra, extra special and very, very strong. Yeah. Ooh, amazing. All right. I have some samples here from the Burning Mitten. None of these were from Coffee Week, so these are just kind of random. And her sample sizes are like the little square pieces. Again, perfect size for a warmer. And all of these were poured, looks like 2024. Okay, so first one, Bon Appetit. And this was Fruit Brute. And I still don't know what that is. Fruit Loops and cake batter ice cream. This was good. Definitely got the Fruit Loops. But I'm thinking because of that ice cream, it was a little bit creamier than a typical Fruit Loop scent, but still really nice. This one, Sonic and Knuckles. This was Cherry Limeade, Blue Raspberry Snow Cone. Okay, so yeah, I don't like straight up cherry. But I can do it like if it's blended in with lime or limeade. I mean, I love to drink cherry limeades from Sonic, so, you know, smelling them in wax is not bad. And this was good. Very, very good. Very fruity, very sweet, very sugary. Yeah, enjoyed that one. And then this one was Cauldron Bubble, which was green apple Jolly Rancher, fizzy soda, and Skittles. I've said before that the Burning Mitten has one of my most favorite green apples and also one of my most favorite fizzy pops or fizzy soda. And this was fantastic. I mean, Skittles, yeah, I really didn't get Skittles, maybe just like an extra sweetness, but I mainly got the green apple and fizzy pop, fizzy soda, whatever. Ugh, fantastic. I'm learning the more and more I get into my vendor wax journey that I am a big, big fan of green apple scents. They're just so good, like that tart. Ugh, it's so good. Okay, here was a puppy pack from L3, Pina Colada, peach gummy candies, and birthday cake. I remember when I ordered this one just really I don't know, it kind of just made me happy because I love peach gummy candies, like those peach rings, love them. Love pina colada. So I was like, that kind of sounds like a yummy combination, and it really was good. Really, really was good. I would say the peach gummy candies were stronger than the pina colada. The pina colada in here was definitely in the background, so you did get a lot of peach. So I know not everybody is a fan of peach. I think you would have to like peach a little bit to like this one, but I loved it. Also from L3 Waxy Wonders, this was a bag of the fluted tarts. Very sad this one is gone as well. Roasted pine cones and salty sea air. I would say I probably didn't really start coming around to roasted pine cones probably until last year. And then once I started melting things with roasted pine cones, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And normally when I think roasted pine cones, I think like, you know, the fall season or the winter season or the holiday season. This was the first time I had ever seen it blended in with something more like summery or springy with the salty sea air. This was fantastic. Oh my gosh, so good. Yeah, so this definitely lent itself to like a bathroom scent. In fact, I think I did this entire thing in my bathrooms here in my house because it was just very fresh. It did kind of come off maybe a teeny bit beachy with that saltiness of the salty sea air, but you still got the roasted pine cones too. Amazing. Loved that one. Okay, here's one from the Melt Stash snack bar in oh my gosh, you guys. Strawberry wafer, strawberry cupcake, vanilla hazelnut coffee, and pumpkin pecan waffles. You guys, this was poured, let's see, August the 9th of 2024. So not like super old, but not like a super fresh pour either. Oh man, this one I feel like just got stronger each day it sat. And I loved this. I wouldn't say I got a whole lot of the vanilla coffee, but I got a ton of that strawberry cupcake. And I haven't had a ton of the Melt Stash's strawberry, but I'm learning her strawberry is so good. And then yeah, the PPW it was in the background. This was more of a strawberry, but very much like a yummy bakery strawberry. It wasn't candied. Fantastic. I would definitely get that one again. That one was good. All right, here is a sample from Jim's Daughter Crafts. And while I'm on this one, I'm just gonna say, if you order from Michelle at Jim's Daughter and you get your samples, I don't know if it's all the time, but the majority of the time, her samples are the cutest because she uses like the little round smiley face mold. And I don't know why, but when I see that, it just makes me so happy. This was in Garden Pixie. Definitely floral, like definitely floral. So I loved it as a sample. I did it in, I think I did this in my bathroom. Not something that I would like get on the website and order, but as a sample, I really liked it and it was very, very strong. Okay, this was I like to call them the pinwheels from Salem Soy Co. A shop on Etsy. This was Aunt Bethany's Lime Jello. In fact, I did this the same day as I did this Sonic and Knuckles with the cherry limeade, because this had lime cotton candy and cherry lime twist. Again, with the cherry and the lime. That's how I have to do cherry. And when I hauled this one, I made a mistake because I said that Aunt Bethany's Lime Jello was from Home Alone. And as soon as I recorded that video and I watched it back, I was like, no, Kerri, no, this is not Home Alone. This is Christmas Vacation. So yes, Aunt Bethany's Lime Jello from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Okay, this one, very, very good. Very strong. Wow. Okay, this was poured October of 24, and it smells just as strong, if not stronger, than when I got it. Yeah, I love Salem Soy Co. Love, love, love her stuff. Her stuff always performs well for me. And this one, no exception, very strong. You got that cherry, you got that lime. And the cotton candy in here definitely added like an extra bit of sweetness. Loved that one. Okay, I have some scent shots here. Here was a scent shot from Ebony and Ivory Wax Co. This one was actually sent to me by Jennifer, the owner, in a random act of kindness Happy Meal that she sent me. So I've had this for a while, and I was just holding on to it for like just the right day. And not too long ago, I had just the right day. So this was Pink Punch, Guava, Orange, Peach, Violet, and Musk. And y'all, I'm learning that this vendor, wow, her stuff is good and her stuff is strong. Okay, so these are the 2-ounce scent shots, right? Yeah, 2 ounce. Most of the time, I'm not speaking for everybody, but for me, a 2-ounce scent shot, you know, what do? We cut them in half, right? But a lot of the ones that I have enjoyed from Ebony and Ivory, y'all, I'm not joking. I can cut them in thirds and still get amazing performance. Like, her stuff is good and strong. And this one, yeah, just a very fruity, but not like a overly sweet candied fruity. Kind of like a sophisticated fruity, if that makes any bit of sense. It was beautiful. It was so pretty. Loved that one. This is a sample from Teddy Bees in Sundresses and Lemonade. I feel like if you are familiar with Teddy Bees, then you are familiar with this. This is one of her classics, one that she's well known for. It's just so good. Yeah, it's perfect. Very, I'm not sure of the exact scent notes, but it's just very like, there's citrus. Like when I smell it, I get like a lemon. Obviously that makes sense. Lemonade. Yeah, that's going to drive me crazy that I don't know the exact scent notes, but it's just very pretty, very outdoorsy, very springtimey. Love that one. Here's one back from my coffee week, a scent shot, Yummer's Delight in Coffee House. So I feel like I say this all the time when I talk about Yummer's Delight. I really wish I had better luck with this vendor because I love what that vendor has to offer. Like, the stuff on her website is just so cute. I love her blends. I love her labels. She has sales all the time on her shots. Like, a lot of times these will be offered for like $1. I just wish I had better luck. Now, there are a few that I have melted from Yummers that have done really well for me. But unfortunately, there's been more that have not done well for me. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be ordering from Yummer's Delight, at least for the foreseeable future. I may just take a break and then, you know, maybe try it again. But her stuff just always smells so good on cold. Like, this was great on cold. Yummy coffee. But then as soon as I get it in a warmer, it just fizzles out. So kind of disappointing. Okay, I have two here from Limited Creation, which I've mentioned, no longer Limited Creation. It is now Safe Haven Aromas. These, not really sure what they're called. I call them little tubs. They are 5 ounces. And this one was Apple Teeny. And probably, yeah, this could have been saved maybe for later in the spring or like in the summer, because it is very much a fresh, juicy, tart, green Granny Smith apple. but I just had like a teeny tiny bit left, so I just used it up. Really, really, really good. Now this one, Coffee Snob, I finished this out as part of my coffee week. This one, I didn't care for this one as much as some of my other coffee things. This one, I don't know what the scent notes are, but there was chocolate in here. So this one came off like more chocolatey than it did coffee. But then towards the end of like the what do you call it? Like once I got it in a warmer, and if I had it in a warmer, say all day, towards the end of the day, it kind of like came off a little bit sour. It didn't start off that way, but the longer it sat in a warmer, like more sourness came through. So that one I wasn't a huge fan of. Okay. All right, here is, oh, actually several here from Coffee Week. Okay, so all of these are from Coffee Week. This was a snap bar from Me and Cocoa Wax. This was Caramel Cinnamon Latte, where caramel and cinnamon latte come together to make the perfect coffee blend. This one was nice. Yeah, Me and Cocoa, that's a vendor I've only ordered from once. I would say more things from that vendor did well for me. I had a couple that were duds, but this one, I wouldn't say it was the strongest, but it was definitely not the lightest either. It was good. Okay, another snap bar from the Melt Stash in Coffee House. Coffee House, I would say, is my favorite coffee oil from any vendor. I love it so much. This one was fantastic, nice and strong. Here was a 2-pack of little bitty bunts from the Salty Griffin in Starbucks Caramel Macchiato. The Salty Griffin, I would say 50-50. Some things, about half the things I've ordered have been really good, and maybe the other half not so good. This one was a good one. Again, not the strongest coffee I've ever had, but I could definitely smell it. A bag of mini melters from Rose Girls. I've had this for a while, and when I did my coffee week, there were just a few pieces left, so perfect opportunity to empty out a bag. In Step Right Up, chocolate covered pumpkin peanut brittle, cinnamon latte, and churros. This one, really, really good. I did get like whiffs of cinnamon. Yeah, and then I got the peanut brittle. Normally, I'm not a big fan of peanut brittle, but in here it worked really, really good. And then I have 2 here from That Smell Good shop, both of them 6-packs. This one was sent to me by my sweet friend Krista in a wax swap. This was, oh my gosh, you guys, waffle latte. Belgian waffles, sweet pumpkin, and caramel latte. Okay, so off of those scent notes, there is nothing that says pumpkin pecan waffles. It's Belgian waffles and sweet pumpkin. And on cold, that's what I got. But in a warmer, something happened to this and it totally transformed into pumpkin pecan waffles with a side of coffee. It was so good. So this one was a little bit deceiving because what I smelled on cold and the scent notes that are listed, not what I got on warm at all. On warm, it was pumpkin pecan waffles with a side of coffee, and I was here for it. I loved it so much. So Krista, if you are watching, thank you for that. That was amazing. Now this is one I ordered not too long ago, a 6-pack called The Tower, which was fresh coffee and caramel corn. This one, not my favorite. I think when I bought this, I was really excited about the fresh coffee with some caramel, not really like knowing that the caramel corn, I don't know, something about the caramel corn, I don't know, it just didn't like excite me. as much as I thought. I thought I was going to get a lot more caramel, but I got more caramel corn. And I don't know if that caramel corn just made me think popcorn. I don't know. I didn't really care for that one. That one would not be a repurchase. Let's see if I have any more coffee. Yes, I do. Okay. Here was a snap bar from Cam Jack Wax. And I want to say a few videos ago in an empties, I had emptied out something from Cam Jack, and I had just said, hey, you know, if anybody knows what has happened to this vendor, let me know in the comments. And I believe it was my friend Laura that commented back and said that this vendor is no longer in business. Either that or she has closed for a while. Maybe she'll come back. This was part of her cinnamon donut sampler, cinnamon bun donut coffee. This one was okay. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't great. It was just okay. Really didn't excite me a whole lot. Now this one did excite me, however. This was a snap bar from Britta's, one of her single oil snaps, which I will just say, I was on her site the other day, and she is now offering her single oil snap bars for $1. But a lot of them are gone. So this was in Coffee Addiction. This was fantastic. Oh man, was it good. I love Britta. Love her stuff. I need to order again. Okay, this was a snap from Second and Spruce, also from my coffee week in Latte Da. Espresso, brown sugar, pecans, pound cake, zucchini bread. When I dug this out, there was one piece left. One. Like, I have been hoarding this forever. Pour date on here is October of 2023. And I was like, I just need to empty it out. I was so sad. Love that. Latte Da from Erica at Second and Spruce. Ugh, so good. Let's see. Okay. Here was another one from the coffee sampler at Jim's Daughter Crafts in Sunday Breakfast. Absolutely loved this. A blend of coffee beans and cinnamon buns. This was so good. So good. You got the coffee, but you got the cinnamon, almost like a cinnamon creamer. Another 2-pack of buns from the Salty Griffin in Coffee Addiction. This one, I would say between these two, the Coffee Addiction and the Starbucks caramel macchiato might have been my preference between these two, but they were okay. Let's see if I have any more coffee. Yep, another one from the coffee sampler at Jim's Daughter, Corner Cafe Bakery, a blend of coffee and cupcakes at Tiffany's. This one was okay. I wouldn't say it was my favorite out of the ones that I did. Cupcakes at Tiffany's, I'm weird with that. Like, I like it, but blended in with certain things, I don't know. It just kind of depends on what it's blended in with, I guess. And then I have two here, both from the Starlit Corner. This was Cinnamon Coffee Cake Muffin. And this one was Sweatpants and Coffee, which was Maple Coffee Cream, Vanilla Buttercream Crunch, and what does that say? Vanilla Hazelnut. Yeah, the Starlit Corner is another vendor that I've only ordered from once, and just hit or miss. More things I think have been missed for me. They smell really good in the bag, but then when I get it in a warmer, it just doesn't really perform super well. Let's see. Here is another coffee one from Scent-O-Licious. A clam in Jitterbug, espresso, cinnamon latte, and marshmallow drizzle. Now this one was when I ordered it on her clearance section, because this was poured March the 10th of 2023. So when I dug into this, it was 2 years old, and you would have never known. This one was fantastic, super strong, very heavy on the coffee. and then there were like little touches of chocolate. I loved that one. That one was great. Let's see if I have any more coffee. Yes, okay. All right, so 2 more coffee ones. A scent shot from the Burning Mitten in Crumbelina di Caramello, which was tiramisu, cannoli, and caramel. I really enjoyed this, y'all. And I've mentioned it in several empties, but whenever I order from the Burning Mitten, I always order off of her clearance section of her website, because I'm just going to be real and be honest and say that her regularly priced items are a little bit pricey for me. So I always order stuff that's on sale because I do love her stuff, and her stuff really performs well for me, but I always opt for her sale items. Her sale items are always older pours, like this one was September of 2023. But I will say I'm learning that the Burning Mitten for me has a wonderful shelf life. Her older things I still get great performance from. That one was really good. And then last one for coffee week was a retail clam from Aldi, Huntington Home Cinnamon Latte. This one, not bad, not bad. You know, for $1.89, 2.5 ounce clamshell, less than $2, not bad at all. I definitely got coffee and I definitely got cinnamon, so I was not mad at that. That one was actually good. Okay, that's it for coffee. I still have some wax in here that is not coffee. So let's finish out this wax. Here is a clam from the Burning Mitten in Swamp Juice. Again, an older one, poured September 7th of 2023. I loved this. This was Jamaican Me Crazy, fizzy soda, and orange sherbet. And y'all, her fizzy is just so good. I'm not sure exactly what's in Jamaican Me Crazy, but there was something about this that kind of came off a little bit Mountain Dew, but I loved it so much. It was fizzy, it was fun, it was fruity. Oh, fantastic. 2 more from the Burning Mitten samples. Are You My Mummy? This was Yummy Mummy Captain Crunch Berries and Birthday Cake. Really good. Got the Captain Crunch Berries. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was like mind-blowing, but it was definitely good, and I got that cereal note. This one, Unpleasant Dreams, Moonflower Nectar, Twilight, and Black Amethyst. Not one that I would normally order, but getting it as a sample, I always try to enjoy and melt samples when I am gifted them, because vendors don't have to do that, and so I'm so appreciative when they do, even if it's something that I am like, wow, I would never order that. Because there have been times when I have gotten a sample and I'm just like, oh, no. And then I melt it and I end up really enjoying it. So I did this in my bedroom and it was pretty. It was very pretty. I can kind of see maybe how this might have given off some body care vibes, but yeah, it was really nice. I did not mind that one at all. Okay, here is one from Southbound Candle Co. Also a sample in Frosted Eucalyptus. Y'all, this was good. Really good. Very much like the Bath & Body Eucalyptus Spearmint. Loved that one. And then my last thing of wax here, I don't know if I can like honestly sit here and say this was my favorite piece of wax from my empty bin, but it quite possibly could have been. And the fact that it's empty just makes me so sad. This was a big snap bar, like the really big ones with the 7 sections. from Birdie's. Bridget calls these her Break Me bars. Keep your chin up, Macintosh apple, and fluff those towels. Okay, so for someone who does not like laundry, I will say that Bridget's Fluff Those Towels oil. And I've had her fluff those towels with Fruit Loops, and that's when I really fell in love with that oil from her. And so I was like, okay, I might be able to do this Fluff Those Towels if she mixes it in with something sweet or something fruity. So when she mixed it in with that Fruit Loops, that's when I was like hooked. And then when I saw that she had this and it was offered with Macintosh apple, I was like, let's give this a try. You guys, oh, this made my heart so happy. It just made me happy. Oh, and it's still so strong, you guys. Okay, when you smell it, do you get a laundry note? Yes. But it's not like walking into a laundromat. It's not like walking into your, your laundry room, and it's not downy, it's not Gain. It's clean and it's fresh, but then she has this mixed in with Macintosh apple. So you get like a sweet, juicy, fruity note. Like, I can't even tell you how good this is. It is so good. Yeah. So I am a huge fan of Bridget's Fluff Those Towels. So Bridget, if you're watching, please do more with your Fluff Those Towels, because it's so good. And then, I'm speaking to those of y'all out there who are not big laundry fans, such as myself. The way I do laundry is like this, mixed in with Fruit Loops or cereal or fruit. It's just so good. This was fantastic. I need more. Okay, so that is it for wax. I do have a couple of things of room spray here, both from Bath & Body Works. This one I've had since last year. This is Fresh Amalfi Lemon. And when I bought this, I also bought it in the candle. Now, this year I have not seen this scent in candle form. I actually haven't seen it in room spray form, so maybe this particular lemon scent isn't back in stores. I had to kind of Google what is Amalfi, and I think it's like somewhere off the Italian coast, I believe. This I loved. Oh my gosh, and I loved the candle too, but this is very much like a cleaner lemon. It leans cleaner. It is not bakery. It is like, maybe I could compare this to like Lemon Pledge, but if you, let's say, you were cooking garlic, or you were cooking something that just was like stinking up your house, this would fix it. It's really good, but it's highly, highly lemon. Highly much, very much a lemon cleaner, but it's good and it's really, really strong. Oh, my strawberry daiquiri. I've also had this one since last year, and I am burning my strawberry daiquiri candle as I sit here and do this video. Love. And I'm probably going to ruffle some feathers, but I could honestly say that between strawberry pound cake and strawberry daiquiri, this is my fave. I would choose strawberry daiquiri 100% of the time. It's delish. All right, I have one hand soap, 2 candles, and then we will be done. All right, so here is a hand soap. Again, I think I've had this since last year. This is one of their blends. Do y'all remember when they came out with their blends in candles and then in soap? This was the blend of champagne toast and iced cinnamon rolls. So the fragrance notes are bubbly champagne, sparkling berries, and warm cinnamon rolls. Funny thing is, I am not the biggest fan of champagne toast on its own. But this I had to get obviously, because it was blended in with something cinnamon, and it just, I don't know, sounded very interesting, and I really enjoyed this. I did this in my kitchen. So whenever I have a soap in my kitchen, I feel like everybody's going to get to experience it because everybody goes through my kitchen. Whereas if I put a soap like in my master bathroom, really just me and my husband get to enjoy that one. But this one, I got lots of compliments. It was really, really good. So I don't mind these blended things. And again, I haven't been in a Bath and Body in a while, but the last time I was in there, I haven't seen these. So I don't know if the blend ones are coming back, but I would get that one again. That one was really, really good. All right, last but not least, I have two candles. Neither one of these are Bath and Body. Now this one here, oh gosh, I think my sister gave me this, but I don't remember if this was for Christmas or if this was for my birthday. I don't know, but I know it was a gift from my sister and her family. Could have been for my birthday. I don't know. But this is Tyler Candle Company. Have y'all seen these before? I know they sell these like in little boutiques and, you know, little shops like that. And I actually have never, I've had Tyler candles before, but never this fragrance. This is in Diva. And I don't know the scent notes for Diva, but all I can tell you is it is so unusually unique. I don't know, but I swear, are there scent notes under here? No. I swear when I smell it, and even when I had this burning, that some kind of like patchouli or Palo Santo. I was trying to think of the other P one. Patchouli, Palo Santo, Nag Champa, you know, those kinds of incensey smells. And normally I would be like, absolutely not. But whatever else is in here, it's just very pretty. Like, yeah, it's just really pretty. And this one burned all the way down, like all the way down. I did this in my bedroom / master bath, and you talk about a strong candle. Normally when I have candles going in my house, I will burn them for like 3 or 4 hours at a time, then, you know, blow them out. This one, I seriously could only have this one going for like an hour, and then I'd have to blow it out because it was that strong. But I loved it. Absolutely loved it. That one I was pleasantly surprised because I wasn't sure just off of cold sniff how I was going to feel, but I liked that one a lot. And then this one here I got at Ross, my beloved Ross. Y'all, do y'all love that store as much as I do? Like, I am obsessed with that store. And normally when I go into Ross, I go for like clothes or shoes or purses. Rarely do I go back in the very back of the store and look at like candles, but sometimes I will. And sometimes I'll find like a steal of one that is not very much and is a scent that I really, really like. This one I've had since last summer. And this, I don't know the ounces. Oh, let's see. Yes. Okay. So this is an 8.3 ounce candle from Bloom and Prosper. The name of it is Oasis, and the scent notes are Brilliant Ozone and Dazzling Musk. And I got this bad boy for $5.99. So yeah, I got it last summer because it was just very much a summer candle. And then just finished it out because there wasn't that much left. This one was a great performer as well, went all the way down. Yeah, very beachy, very aquatic-y, very watery. I loved it. And it pairs really well with, like, you know, if you have like sea salt or salty sea air wax, really, really pairs well together. So I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Yeah. So that is all I have for you guys. 44 minutes. I knew it was going to be long because that bin was full. But thank y'all so much for clicking on and spending some of your Sunday afternoon with me. I hope y'all are doing well. Like I said, I'm sorry for the absence, but I'm so happy to be back. I've missed you guys. I've got some boxes in this cabinet back here that I'll be filming this week. And yeah, so really excited for what's to come. I hope you guys will have a wonderful rest of your day and a beautiful week ahead. That is to my subscribers. If you are not a subscriber, I would love to ask you to please hit the like and the subscribe. Leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. I'm slowly but surely catching up on my comments. So if you've left me one and I haven't responded, have no fear. That is on my agenda for this week. But yeah, so I will see y'all soon for another video. I love you guys. Take care and happy Sunday.